Hi there, this is Chris from MoneyHub, and this video overviews investment scams, specifically those which target people looking to invest into term deposits. So recently I've seen a whole bunch of people send me stuff about investment stuff. They've been sent by people, they've been called by people, people are trying to get their money. New Zealand is fresh prey to investment scammers of late. Probably in the last few years it's come on quite strong. Now it seems to be completely out of control. If you just do a simple Google News search for investment scams, you'll see all these sort of warnings. So the FMA is saying a 17% increase. This was 4 days ago. Prominent Kiwi entertainer loses 100,000 in scam, and then man scammed out of 40,000, and then life savings lost in a fraud scam, and then some other woman. And these are all days, these are all days of recent. And so it really is out of control. Helpfully, the FMA has a list, and these links are all below for you to use, and you'll be able to see, what's there. Here, like, you have some investment companies saying, all right, well, there's term deposits. You can get, say, 6% with the bank, but you can come in, invest with us, and we'll give you 9%. And then people send the money over to Australia, and it's gone. And then further on, you've got people, looking at loans for some scams, some name of a company saying we're issuing funds, but we're actually just stealing your money. Macquarie, which is a well-known Australian bank, an asset manager. Here we've got people pretending that they're Macquarie, putting out a prospectus, saying you'll earn all this money, and then what do you know? It's completely gone once you have sent them the money and the contact stops. So the best way to work out what you need to do is there's a 5-step process. First step is look for the financial service provider, see if it does exist. So if I click on this link here, and of course, as I said, these links are all below. And then if I say, okay, the company is called Amazing Returns, and they've contacted me and they keep calling me and they just won't leave me alone, telling me that I can earn a 10% or 9% on this amazing term deposit. So they don't exist there, which is always an alarm. Whereas if you looked at something legitimate, say for example the BNZ, then of course they would be registered. There's the BNZ, all of their things you can see on the right hand side, all of the registration dates. Something else, for example, a KiwiSaver scheme or an investment scheme, let's look at Simplicity, well known and very well trusted. And you can see here you've got Simplicity, and you've got Simplicity here. Some other people may use the name Simplicity. That's perfectly normal. That can be part of their branding. That can be part of their trademark for things that aren't related to, I assume, KiwiSaver. But there's things all the time which people will register. You can see Fisher Funds and a whole bunch of legitimate companies that are properly registered, as you'd imagine. Where it falls over is when people say, oh yes, we're registered, and then no one ever checks, and then lo and behold, it was never registered. Now the money's gone. So the second thing to check here is, once again, is they're on the FMA scam site. Have a read through, see if the company comes up. At the same time, it's not going to be 100% up to date. It's not going to be complete because just of the nature of the time it takes for scams to be reported. Some things get missed. It's not the fault of the FMAs, it's just people don't forward it on or don't know or something like that. So they're not a full-time scam police, and so it's just, you can never get completeness here. If I search for this, for the name of the company being Amazing Returns, stuff comes up, but it's not necessarily dealing with Amazing Returns, it's dealing with other stuff. So you have to have a proper read. But as I said, if it's not listed, that doesn't mean that it's still legitimate, and it probably isn't if you're even searching for it. So the next step after that will be to look at how legitimate a website is. So in this example, there's a scam story, something called Magnitude Financial. So if you go to the Magnitude Financial website, it all looks very legitimate. It all looks very nice. They've got nice sort of typography, nice sort of layout there, nice picture. So what we do is we run this through something called Copyscape. The link is below with all the instructions. You just put in the link there and then see if it has been copied. This is certainly not a foolproof test. It's just using it, as an example to see, right, how much of this is copied. So if we click on this, it looks as though something's come up for, so 48% of this page is copied. And if we go to, so this is the original source, Morgan's, and then, we can just see that, all the words have been copied straight by magnitude. That's not, to say that some scammers in the future may not want to, just copy paste. They may perhaps, decide to write original stuff. But in the absence of the way these guys operate, it's usually just a copy paste job. So that's something to be very wary of. Now, the next step, of course, is to Google the name of the company. So if we just use the Magnitude Financial, which is something that has come up, and I just put in New Zealand, we can see that, right, so there's the name of the company, there is the FMA warning, there's someone from Reddit, this isn't related, that's another company, it's talking about car finance. And then you've got a scam article from, Stuff, which was, this is being recorded in late January. This was from 2 weeks ago. So there's all sorts of things that come up. Sometimes nothing will come up on Google. That's why I put this as step 4, because it is unusual. Normally you would just Google it, but I don't trust the fact that the scam is a little bit more sophisticated. So it just helps to check, all the other things first, and then do a Google search with a bit of objectivity. So here we can see there's too much to suggest that it's legit. That it would be legitimate, especially with an with the FMA warning, and then right below that you've got Stuff, and then you've got something from Reddit, which brings me to my 5th point. The best starting point, the final starting point would be to check out the Reddit board for personal finance New Zealand. So you can have a search here, and you can do that. You don't have to sign up to Reddit. You can just quietly watch. But if you do want to create a post, then you'll just do a simple registration, and then you can ask, hey, I've been contacted by this investment company. What does everyone think? And people will, of course, say their comments. Now, nothing on Reddit is gospel. Nothing on it is to be 100% trusted, of course. There may be, in some cases, bad players who will come in and infiltrate that. I'm not saying that's what happens normally, but there's always a risk. So my point is, just be very, very wary. What we see with our guide to term deposits is people coming in, lots of people every day looking at the different term deposits on offer. Of course, we keep the rates up to date. We make sure everything there is very legitimate, because we don't link to any finance companies. We don't link to anything that's, not saying that finance companies aren't legitimate, but our focus is just looking at term deposits from banks. That's what we focus on. That's what we care about. Sometimes you may be using another website that's not MoneyHub, and then within that there'll be Google adverts, there'll be pop-up ads or something like that, and they'll say, oh, you can get a great return, just contact us, and they'll have some flashy advert or something, possibly a video on YouTube, anything really, and they'll get your details, and they will work you, and they will really, really try to get your money over to them. And then once you do it, once you've sent it, then you completely get ghosted, and there's no more money, and then it's just a terrible situation. We've been looking at these for a while, and now has been the time to record the video just to explain it. We do have a further guide, which is taking people through investment scams in general. So that's quite useful if you want to just see what else is out there. And there's all sorts of things. There's Ponzi schemes, there's imposter scams. Imposter scams was probably the closest thing to what I've talked about here. There's software package scams with seminars and courses. There's binary option scams. There's cryptocurrency scams. There's asset recovery scams, and the list just goes on. So have a read through this as well. This is linked below in the video. We just want people to be really, really cautious, because there's greed is out there, and it knows no limits. You've worked so hard for your money. Please don't be one of these people. And I know this is happening all over New Zealand, because I'm getting emails, and it's just horrific that people have got scammed. They're too embarrassed to admit it. They probably, possibly it's not their fault, but they may have got slightly greedy, seen that they could get, say, 5.5% from the BNZ, and then someone with a someone was offering them 7.5%, and now all the money's gone. So this is a big worry for people. You know, it's a big problem. Please just stay safe, and I just wanted to put this video out there just to let you know that you are, you know, that no one is safe unless they invest with something that's completely legitimate, and this is the problem. Because of the internet, it's really hard to determine. So thanks very much for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them in the section below. We're very responsive to comments. We want to constantly improve our guides, so anything that you can add that will help us enhance what we have, we can spread the word wider, we can be more comprehensive. So thanks very much, and we look forward to hearing from you.